Let's do this. Fourth time's a charm. Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome to I Swear I'm Stitching. I'm Sarah. This is Flosstube number 16, and today is April 12th. If you're just stopping by for the first time, thank you. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for giving me a try. I hope you like what you see and come back. If you're a returning viewer, group hug. Thanks for coming back. It's good to see you guys. Okay, so we're going to jump right into it because, again, this is my fourth time. So I feel like by the fourth time, it's basically a speed run. So I'll try not to zoom through it. But I have one FFO. I was going to do this for Stitch Asia last month, but I did a different pattern. But then I felt like I just needed something real small and quick the other day. So I whipped up mini... excuse my pronunciation, Mini Tsukimi by Little Stab Studios, and I turned it into a wee little pillow. It was supposed to have 8 lines of that green. I did 3 and called it done. And then when I cut it, I meant to cut it so there was more of this fabric up top for the sky, and I cut it wrong. But you know what? I'm just gonna go in my dough bowl, so it'll sit up. It'll be fine. It's gonna go in a dough bowl. Look how cute the little bunny is. Now, let me read. Tsukimi is a Japanese festival honoring the autumn moon. It's a celebration of the full moon. It typically takes place on the 15th day of the 8th month. Tsukimi traditions include displaying decorations made from Japanese pampas grass and eating rice dumplings in order to celebrate the beauty of the moon. So while it's for, basically, let me turn that off, for fall, so I'm gonna be able to display it twice because it's got a bunny. So I'm gonna display it for Easter, spring, and then I can take him out for fall too, so I get to see his cute little bunny butt twice a year. So yep, I won't show you the back because I did an ugly closure on that one. It was kind of, tried to do a moon. It didn't work out. I gave up, just slapped that on there, called it a day. But that's my only FFO. And then my FOs are, let's see, I'll start with my Whip Go number 7 with the chatelaine, my Egypt garden. And the goal was to work on it for 10 days. And I worked on it a little bit before recording this, and that makes 10 days. So I'll probably work on it some more today, and then start my next Whip Go 10 days on my Halloween Aqua and Hollow. Anyways, this is the Egypt Garden chatelaine. Oh, so beautiful. And I ordered the thread and bead packs from European Cross Stitch back in December, and it said it would take like 4 to 6 weeks. And then so I checked a month later, and there's a new note saying that they're having a really hard time getting their Gloriana. So now they have the option of getting the thread pack minus Gloriana, because if you want the Gloriana, the wait's now about 6 months. I already paid, so I guess I'm waiting the 6+ months. After 6 months, maybe I'll cancel it and just do a substitution. But some of the Glorianas are so pretty, like that very middle blue. It's not gonna focus. That's a Gloriana. Look how pretty it is. So, yeah. What you're gonna do. The world is what it is. But anyways, this is my progress on it. Look at those itty bitty little fish. I feel like my lighting is really bad today, or my eyes are bad. Something's bad. Maybe I have my ring light on too low. Don't mess with it. Hold, please. Ooh. Maybe. Give that a try. Anyways, there it is. Like, I can't fill in the rest of the fishies or the water. A lot of it's beads. A lot of the water the inside of this until I get those fancy flosses. So right now I'm using DMC and the one Dinky Dye blue I have. So I'll work on that a little bit more today and call it a day. I mean, I love it, but I was getting a little discouraged last night because I could not differentiate between the 3 different blues I was using. They all looked the same. And then I was mad I bought the Dinky Dyes because they're not cheap. And I'm like, it looks just like the freaking DMC next to it. But you can kind of see a difference now. So, anyways, I'm still going to love it. It's still going to be beautiful. I'm still excited to have it. I need like a, what's it called? What are those things called? TV tray. I need like a TV tray just to put this stuff on. Oh, there's a needle in here I just stabbed myself with. That was fun. Okay. So then my second whip I worked on was in between, like there were a couple days where I literally worked maybe a strand of floss on my chatelaine. That blue was getting to me, and then it was just discouraging not having the thread I paid all that money for yet. So I picked up a few other things to work on. I did, I forgot to tell you, the chatelaine is worked on 32 count vintage country mocha Lugana using the called for DMC and so far the called for fancy floss. And then I worked on Winter Cross Stitch 10 by the Floss Box. And this is what it's going to look like when it's done. Now on mine, I hate white. I know it's a lot of white for a girl who hates white. I made that a blackbird. And then I did not do the severed pumpkin head. I left that off. I may put a blackbird there facing the other way, just so I have 2 blackbirds in it. But I worked on it and got almost everything done except the second blackbird I'm going to add. And then this is on my WhipGo board, so I basically am saving all the white for whenever it's called for WhipGo, because again, I hate stitching white. There it is so far. So basically I have, sorry, where'd it go? Oh my god. Okay, see if I can do it without changing again. I have all that white to do, see? All that white. Polar bear, the snowman, the white, the snow on the trees, the snow on the ground, the snowflakes, the white pom-pom. It's a lot of white, but it's pretty. And that is on 32 count Belfast linen in tarnish by Picture This Plus. And I am a little mad at myself because I did not put the bear. There's going to be so much wasted fabric at the bottom. I still have a lot up top I can use for a project, but look at all that wasted fabric that's going to be on the bottom. So I did that. Like I said, for when it gets called on WhipGo, hopefully I can finish it by putting all that white on there. And then I worked on Hello Winter by Plum Street Samplers. Now I realized after watching some YouTubes, a lot of people tell you what they substitute, what they do different. I usually don't make a note of that. So I guess I'll try to be better at that. I mean, I doubt anyone's gonna follow what I do, but okay. This is on 32 count Belfast linen in Nocturne by Picture This Plus. And I actually have a photocopy of a really bad printout. My printer started losing ink, so that's awful. But that's what it will look like. And that's what I have so far. I basically wanted to get the bird done. And I subbed, it's supposed to be grits for the sheep by Weeks Dye Works. I used Classic Colorworks Shabby Sheep because I felt that was appropriate. And then, it's supposed to be Lancaster Red Weeks Dye Works for the bird. I use Classic Colorworks Licorice Red. And that's supposed to be Weeks Dye Works Charcoal for the little sheepy's face. I use Dinky Dye's Vintage Newsprint. And then the rest is going to be some called for Fancy Floss, like I think Oscar by, is it Weeks Dye Works? I think it's Weeks Dye Works. And then just the called for DMC subs. But that's, you can't see the Hello Winter very well on camera, but in person I can see it super well. Super good, super well. I can see it well. But in the end, I might change it, the Hello Winter, to something more green or like red like the bird, or maybe even white by having the shabby sheep left. We'll see how I feel. So that is all of my cross stitch progress whips. I tried to focus on my nephew's hunter vest. It's supposed to look like that. And I just got done shaping the armholes on the back. Let's see. So you start shaping the armhole and decrease it. Maybe it'll go faster now that I've decreased a bunch. Oh my gosh. So that's the back. You can see the front, it's shorter because it hadn't been worked on. So now I have to stitch the front panel, I think like 10 inches. 1, 2, 3, it's about 7 more inches to go. I hate this thing. And I got so mad the other day when I was stitching on it, I spilled my London Fog on it. I mean, I'm glad I wasn't cross-stitching at the time because that would have ruined my cross-stitch. Whereas this just smells a little bit like tea now and will come out when I wash and block it. But yeah, so I had to stop working on it at work because I kept getting having to frog because I kept getting my decreases wrong. And then I'm so used to working in the round that looking at a chart to go back and forth, my brain takes at least like 2 or 3 rows before it clicks, before I get back into the groove. But coming along nicely. He definitely won't have it in time to wear before it's not cold anymore. Hopefully it fits him next winter, next fall, ever. And then I actually worked on my purse knitting, my sock. Oh yeah, sorry, that vest is Hunter Vest by Jared Flood. I'm using Swish DK and Cobblestone Heather using US 7, 5, and 4 needles, in case you're wondering. But then I had my purse knitting, and I knitted some this past weekend. We went to Dave & Buster's for my kid's birthday celebration. We went and saw, me and the same kid went and saw a high school play, musical, and I took the socks. So they are my Christmas socks by, the yarn is by Artsy Gal Marie. It's Artsy Gal Merino 3-ply, no name. I'm stitching it on with US 1.5, 2.5 millimeters. It's just my boring usual 72 stitch toe up sock. So that's the second. I knit them 2 at a time. So I knit heel, heel, foot, foot. No, toe, toe, foot, foot, heel, heel, cuff, cuff. That way they're done roughly the same time. And I don't have dreaded second sock syndrome. So that's one sock. And then one foot. And then this is the foot I worked on most recently. I got about that much done. For things I don't knit on very much, I got pretty good progress on it. My good mindless knitting. So that, my friends, is all my progress. I have not done anything to my son's quilt. I have not even cut any more fabric. Let's see. That's it. I don't know, I feel I'm in a weird mood. Something feels off. Maybe it's because it's my 4th time. But anyways, so I'll go into haul. Okay, so I was watching Total Stitch Show and Cross Stitch and Chill. Cross Stitch and Chill? Fuck. I think that's right. But they're both doing the video game sampler by Screaming Heart Design. And I was like, I have to get it. I have to. My husband is thinking of buying me Elden Ring. And he jokes that he can already hear me yelling at him. Because when I do bad in a game, I yell at him. There's a lot of, God damn you, Ben, why the hell did you buy me this game? Blah, 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 and F this and F that. And I hate playing games. And yeah, I get very angry when I play video games. And it's supposed to be a harder game. So he was laughing that he could already hear me screaming. So I said, well, that's it. I'm going to buy the pattern. And that coloring is totally off because my printer is running out of ink. But yeah, that pretty much is my life playing video games. His too. Although I'm pointing to where he sits when he plays video games. He, who's not here, also has some choice words when he's playing video games. So, yeah. I actually showed him the pattern and he laughed. So it'll be a good one to have in the house. It suits us both. So I'm looking forward to starting that eventually. And then, to get that pattern, you have to go to Screaming Heart Design's Facebook page. I went through her photos, or their photos, and towards the end of their photos, there's a picture of it. And all they ask is that you donate to the NAACP, DM a photo of the receipt, and they send you the link. So it's great all the way around. Speaking of Total Stitch Show, hi Steph. Was that creepy? She sent me a present. She sent me Happy Mail. Oh my God, let's put it way over here. Ugh. Okay. Now, even if you're not a knitter, this yarn is going to blow your ass away. Look how pretty that is. Look at that purple. Look at that purple butt. Look at that blue. Look at that bright green. Oh. It is finger and weight, 75% superwash merino, 25% nylon, 463 yards, called Chasing Rainbows. It is by From Me to Yarn. Oh, it is so pretty. Like, I want to make socks out of it because it's sock yarn, but do I want to not be able to see this gorgeousness? But then I don't know what I would stitch with it. What I'd make with it. I'm going to think about it because this is very special, beautiful yarn. Oh my God, it's so pretty, you guys. Look at that. I just want to undress her. Now she's naked. And then, you know, I'm going to unskein it too, just so you can see. Oh, look at that prettiness. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love it so much. Gosh, that's pretty. Steph, oh my goodness, girl. Hope this doesn't make you nauseous. I gotta rescan her. I gotta dress her back up. Oh, so pretty. So flim-flamin' fudging pretty. And then she sent me the funniest card. I love this card so much. I immediately went online and bought one for my work wife because she will appreciate it too. We work in a haunted building, so it's like doubly appropriate. And she sent me a little baggie of goodies. Oop, cute little sticker. Adorable little sticker. Little foxy eraser. Stitch markers. This one is Yarn Social, Kansas City. Little wood. I don't know why I'm bothering getting close. Nothing ever focuses. And then look at the cute little stars. I believe that one's an origami star. Oh, gonna not hold. You get the point. Oh, love him. Love him, love him, love him. Oh. And then stitch markers from Grandma Girl Design. Oh, shoot. Grandma Girl Design. So it's Grandma Girl Designs by Erica Estrada. Modern stitching for old souls. Well, I feel that in my old lady soul. I'm going to show you these two. The Sparkly Star. I love stars and moons. I don't know if you guys know that. You probably know that. I don't know where to point this thing. Sparkly Star. And then Mulder and Scully. X-Files for the win. It's one of my favorite shows. Love it. And then she made me a bag, a project bag that is like the most prettiest, awesomest project bag ever. Look at the stained glass links. Look how pretty. Now, I plan to make my husband a Zelda wreath. Cross stitch wreath. And so Steph was saying that if I do that, she would sell with me. And then we were talking about how I've never played Zelda, and she told me I need to play Zelda. And so now that I have a Zelda bag, I feel like I have to play Zelda, otherwise I'm a poser, right? I mean, sporting a Zelda bag, putting projects in it. Don't play Zelda. I watched my brother and dad play Zelda back in the day when I was a kid. I watched my husband play all the Zeldas in all the world. So I know about Zelda. I'm familiar with Zelda. I've never played Zelda. So now I have to. Look how pretty it is. Oh, thank you so much, Steph. Oh my gosh. Just like the nicest people in the world exist on Flosstube. I tell you what, I also got a super nice message on Instagram. Oh, I forgot your name. I'm so sorry. I read it real quick and then I got busy. And so I'm going to reread it and respond to you. I promise. Soon. I can't bring it up because it's on my phone. But I got the nicest message and the sweetest gift and the nicest comments. You guys really are the best. Thank you so, so much. What else is there to talk about? Giveaway winners. I mailed my two to Joanne and Kaylee. It's funny, you're both in Canada and you're the only ones that responded to me. So I mailed those away. So I still have to hear from Bobo, Jessie Stitches, Sonia Dewey, and Gracie. Give me, let me know your guys' addresses. You can email me at isweariamstitching@gmail.com, or you can find me on Instagram on Eat My Oxygen and DM me your address there. I have your prizes. I'll show them again real quick. So Gracie, you won the House of Usher. So get in touch with me. Sonia, you won Henpeck. So get in touch with me. And then Bobo Jessie, you won the embroidery. So get in touch with me, guys. And I can mail this out to you ASAP. Well, next week on my days off. Oh, shit. Oh, I guess I did get one more thing, a haul. I got this tape for my sewing machine from Cluck Cluck Sew. I saw it on Elizabethanncanstitch. And she's making the Ruby Star quilt panel quilt, Ruby Star panel quilt. And it's got a lot of half square triangles. And I just got done. It's basically sawtooth stars. And that was what my kid and her best friend's quilts were. But they did some flying geese and not all half square triangles. Anyways, there's a lot of marking. And she showed how she used this to do the half square triangles faster without marking the fabric. So I got that for when I eventually make that quilt. I think my son's actually has half square triangles too. Wow, so I may use this for his quilt too. Well, I'll see how it works. If not, back to good old-fashioned marking. So that's it for me. Just let's see, life update. We went to Dave & Buster's for my daughter's 17th birthday celebration. Took a couple of friends up to Canton and did that. That was fun. Me and my husband just hung out at our table. He got a couple drinks, ate some food, watched some sports. Oddly enough, got really into a soccer game, which is not usually our jam. And then we did some trivia, and I played a few games with my son. Yeah, we were there for a couple hours. And then afterwards, I took them through Starbucks because, you know, teenagers and Starbucks. Me and Starbucks. And then we went to Nothing Bundt Cake and got little mini cakes, and I ate my entire bundt cake because I got praline pecan, and I was so mad that, like, usually their cakes are so good. I usually eat about maybe half of it and then save the other half for like the next day or hours and hours and hours later. But I got praline and pecan, and whoever made that cake, or wherever that cake was made, it was basically a vanilla cake that they were like, oh shit, it's supposed to be pralines. And so they threw some pralines on top. And that was it. So I ate the whole thing. I don't know, the only one I was punishing was myself because I was in horrible, horrible pain for about half an hour afterwards, basically writhing around the back of our van. And my daughter and her best friend yelled at me. Well, they scolded me because it's not the first time I've ate too much around them and been in pain. They're basically momming me, which I appreciate, but I'm the mom, so I ignore them. Yeah, so lesson learned, don't spite eat food because you're mad at the food, because the only one you're hurt is yourself. Like I said, I can handle sugar after surgery. It wasn't the sugar, it was the fact that I ate a big old cake. It was so much, it was too much. It hurt, physically hurt to be in my body. So, yeah. Fun times. Let's see what else. I think that's it. We didn't really do anything else. Just been living. I'm going to check my calendar. Just been living our life. My daughter's birthday was nice. We went and got sushi. I don't know if I talked about that. Yeah, she loves sushi, so we went and got sushi. I got a roll. Had like 8 pieces in it. I ate one, and that was all I could manage, and then I was sad. And I kept wanting to have another bite. My daughter kept saying, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So I didn't do it. I was good that time. And then we got ice cream cake. And because I hadn't gone too far at dinner, I was able to enjoy a little piece of ice cream cake. So that was nice. And then, what else for her birthday? That was it, really low key. I kept telling her, you're just 17. That's not important. Trying to build up the 18th birthday for next year. And then that's it, really, guys. I didn't do much. Just living my life. So my plans are to work on shadowing a little bit more today. And then, or I might just put it away and then go ahead and start Halloween Hawk Run Hollow. I haven't decided if I want to start, because if I do a quarter start, I start in the left-hand corner. So I haven't decided if I want to start in the left-hand corner. I don't think I have the pattern on me anywhere. Let me check. So I'm historically, there it is. Historically, I'm a middle starter. That's what I did all my life. And only recently, in order to save fabric, because I would just buy fabric that they said would be roughly the right size, start in the middle, and then have all that wasted fabric. So now that I buy expensive dyed fabric, I've been trying to start in the corner to make sure I don't waste it all. So, but with this fabric, it's just the right size. I can start in the corner and not have wasted fabric. I mean, in middle. Anyways, trying to decide if I want to start in the left-hand corner with We Do Lie Beneath the Grass, that square, or if I want to jump right in my old-fashioned middle start and do them witches. Oh, I love the witches. I may start with, decision made. I'm going to start in the middle with the witches. I can't wait to do the mermaid one with the sinking ship. Oh my God, I never noticed that was a train. I don't know if I've ever actually really looked at this pattern in depth. I didn't realize that was a train. I thought it was a tombstone with ghosties coming out of it. That's a train, right? Yeah, that's a train. Good Lord, you guys. Anyways, so yeah, I'm going to start in the middle. So I will either work on shadowing today and then start that tomorrow, or start it tonight. I'll probably start this today because tomorrow I'm working all day and I'll be taking that stupid vest to work on in our downtime. Get through it. Gotta get through it. That's my only plans. Because there's no stitch-alongs. Oh, you guys! The Black Nail Society released their Halloween boxes. They're doing it differently this year. They're doing 2 boxes, 1 trick, 1 treat. Instead of a countdown to Halloween, it's going to be, I think, 13 items in each box. And as much as I wanted both boxes, I decided not to be greedy. And my wallet basically told me not to be greedy. And I went with trick, which is going to be Stephen King themed because I'm a child of Stephen King. And treat is probably going to be too cutesy for me. I love cutesy Halloween. I love scary Halloween. I love all Halloween. But I definitely lean more towards trick. And it helps. I didn't find out the designers for the boxes until after I'd already ordered, which made me even more glad that I ordered trick because it's the witchy stitcher, whereas for treat, it's frosted pumpkin. And when I first got back into stitching years and years ago, I enjoyed their patterns, but now they're not really my thing. It's too cutesy and just not really my style. So I'm super glad I got trick. So excited about that. Also from Black Nail Society, I have coming, it should be here soon, is the Murder Mystery Box. So that'll be exciting. I'll share that with you guys next week. That's it for me. I'm going to head on out. I have rambled enough. Again, thank you for stopping by if you're new. I hope you come back. I hope you did not hate every minute of this. If you're returning, group goodbye hug. Oh, okay. Bye, guys.